Police say the shooter got into a blue conversion van. They are still looking for that shooter and a getaway car driver. Meanwhile, Jonylah Watkins' funeral is set to get underway at 10 a.m.
Hundreds of people who didn't even know 6-month-old Jonylah Watkins packed a Southside funeral home for her wake last night.
I feel like crying right about now, but I just can't. I just can't because I got to be strong for my baby.
You're watching the most shocking and informative LRJ TV News.
Hello, I'm LRJ from LRJ TV News. We heard the news. We know what's going on. Let's go into the homegoing celebration of God's little angel that was taken so soon. Let's go.
But already there is a very long line of people outside the funeral home waiting to pay their respects. The director of Leek & Sons says they've buried many young people before, but never someone as young as 6-month-old Jonylah. Heartbreaking wake for a baby killed senselessly, shot as she sat on her father's lap in the driver's seat of his van 1 week ago in Chicago's Woodlawn neighborhood. The gunman approached the van, police say, from the passenger side, firing into it. Today, Police Superintendent Gary McCarthy reiterated Jonylah's father, Jonathan, who was also shot, is cooperating with police. We have video of Jonathan Watkins leaving a police station last week, but McCarthy believes there is more he can tell them. Still, he says, there is progress.
There are a number of things that are new. I can't really discuss them yet because there are developments that are being pursued right now. We think we have the story. At this point, we're trying to prove it.
Police continue to search for a suspect. They say the shooter was targeting the baby's father, Jonathan Watkins, while the two were in his minivan. He was wounded in the shooting and has spoken to police. Police Superintendent Gary McCarthy also dispelled some misinformation about the shooting. He says the father was not changing Jonylah's diaper at the time of the shooting and that she was hit by a single bullet, not several.
The baby was sitting in his lap in the driver's seat, and the shooter came from the sidewalk over his right shoulder.
Because of the volatile nature of this case, the fact that it is an ongoing investigation, and the fact that Jonathan Watkins, police say, has an extensive criminal record, there has been, we believe, a pretty heavy police presence outside of the funeral home. We also know there is a lot of security inside the funeral home to make sure things remain peaceful. According to police, there is nobody in custody, and neither mother or father is making any comments tonight, but certainly a very, very sad evening for those who knew the little baby.
We see so many young black men and young black women pregnant, behind bars, and dead because the parents, I can't take it. I'm done with it. I've done all I can do. But let me inform you right now, when you are a parent, you are obligated to protect that child. If your child tell you, Mama, I don't like you because I want to see Tyrese, and you say Tyrese is a bad person and you ain't going to see Tyrese, and she get mad at you and she want to do all what she do, don't you give up. Don't you dare give up. Because at the end, right is right. And when your cause is right, God will fight for you. My heart is broken, not for just this child, but for every child. You know how many children is murdered every day? Or I guess you don't realize that when you're born, you're a baby, and you're a toddler, and you're a teenager, and you're an adult. And so when you're an adult, it's easy and it's acceptable to get killed and murdered. How many innocent people every day is shot and murdered because senseless gang and drug activities? Don't you dare sit here and tell me because the neighborhood is the way it is, that's why it happened. It happened because that person brung that crap in that neighborhood. And all the violence and the gang members bringing all those gangster cousins and everybody to destroy a community. And then they want to quit to get upset and get mad when someone that they know is shot and killed. I don't care what the preacher has to say at New Beginnings, because you know anything with the word new in it, when it comes to a church, I ain't trying to hear it. But LRJ, at least he's been a father to his child. The way you live your life determines how you end your life. You see, maybe that man, maybe gang affiliations killed someone else's child. Maybe. Because see, don't no real man murder and kill an innocent baby. It's more to this story than you think is to the story. Every time you turn around, things have been changing. Oh, she was not shot 5 times. Oh, she was shot only once. And this and that and all of this stuff. It doesn't matter to me. Because the truth is this. The baby was in the wrong place with the wrong person at the wrong time. Now, I know it sounds wrong that a baby died. It is very sad, but we must focus our attention on the fact of why the crime is so bad in black communities. Maybe because the government make laws to put more black men behind bars. Maybe the government make laws that black women must push out more babies. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you the truth. When your kids get so old, you can't get no more assistance. They don't have any type of programs put in place to get these women off of welfare. They have housing programs for all these women. And when these men need a second chance, the only thing they can do is go to prison. These young men are out there selling drugs on the street because they have a record. They cannot go to college. They cannot get a job. So they have to provide for themselves by doing illegal things. We need to stop and look and see what the government is doing when they play favoritism between black women and black men, where they like to target and harass black men and put them behind bars. All the multi-millionaires invest money into prison systems. When you want to talk about the facts and why the violence is the way it is, let's talk about that. It breaks my heart how people work for a factory and a company for so many years, and then some billionaire comes around and says, you know what, let's outsource all these jobs. And the people who work so hard lose their job. And then the government turn around, look at you, you're poor, we don't like you. And then they sick their enforcement on you, the police on you. People are robbing banks, going crazy, the suicidal thoughts and murdering people, shooting up people. As I'm speaking, someone was just killed here in America. So if you want to cry about something, cry about what's really going on. I'm LRJ. Rate, comment, and subscribe because you, like you did. I love you all. Peace.